It tried to kill me. I was an avid outdoorsman. I loved the wilderness, that is, until something tried to kill me. My family had a cabin in the small town of Natural Bridge, Virginia. I went up one weekend for a family visit, more of a get-together. Myself, my dad, and my mom. We arrived at about 6 p.m. on a Friday and settled in for the evening. We woke up the next day about 6:30 a.m. and my mom and dad went to the local stream to catch some fish for breakfast. There's nothing like a fresh trout right out of the water and onto your plate. They were gone about 20 minutes when I hear a grunting sound outside the cabin. I looked to see what it was, and what I saw changed my life forever. About 50 yards out there was a thing. It stood about 10 feet tall, antlers and hooves. It was just crazy looking. It had no eyes. Just half of the body was hooves and the other half like a man. The eyes were just black. I fell to the floor to hide as I heard the thing stomp towards the cabin. Boom, 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 as it crept closer, grunting and snorting. It covered the distance to the cabin within seconds. I don't know if it was taking large strides or hovering. And my blood ran cold as ice. The thing mimicked my mother's voice. It said, "Let me in. Open the door. It's Mom." All the time I could hear it stomping on the porch like a horse. I wouldn't let it in, and as time passed it got madder and madder and the voice changed. It had the voice of my mother, but mixed in was this deep, strange sound.
"Let me in, boy. It's your mother. Now let me in."
I sat there frozen in terror. Then when it couldn't enter, it just stopped. I waited for a few minutes and got enough courage to peek onto the porch. It was gone, whatever it was. My parents returned and I told them what had happened. They told me it was my imagination and that I was just hearing something naturally occurring in nature. I was adamant about what I had seen. We had breakfast and the weekend went without incident. I decided to take a walk in the woods and get my mind off of what had happened. I was about 15 minutes into my walk when it happened. I saw the beast again hiding behind a tree, then slowly peeking its horned head out. The eyes were like two pits of fire, red as rubies. I was frozen like a statue. It stood up again and made this howl like some sort of banshee. We locked eyes, and the creature then charged at me like a linebacker. I ran as fast as I had ever ran before. All the time it was behind me, grunting and snorting like a wild animal. I got back to where the road met the tree line, and it was gone. I ran to the house, and my mother asked me what was wrong. I told her that I'd seen the thing again. She scoffed and said, "You are imagining things. There are no such thing as monsters. Now cut this crap out." I was soaked in sweat from running for my life. I went to take a shower, and when I took off my shirt, I noticed 3 long claw marks on my side. I ran to my mother, and she saw them too. She said, "Good God, what happened?" I said it was the creature I had told them about. She gave me a concerned look and put some antibiotic ointment on it, and that was that. That night I tried to sleep, but didn't get any sleep at all. My mind was too worried about the thing. I was lying in bed, and then I heard it. Hooves. Outside the bedroom window, I could see the outline of horns. It then tapped on the glass, and then a strange voice said,
"Open up."
I ran out of my room and woke my parents up. My father came to my room and asked me what had happened. I told him someone was outside the window. He walked around the house and told me he didn't see anything. No sign of anyone or any footprints by my window. What does this thing want from me, and why? Why me? Am I losing my mind? I still see the creature, but not as much as I used to. I don't go in the woods at all anymore. I'm afraid it will possess me or kill me. Please help.